Now it's official, man. And look like we already got Kwame in the building. What's up, man? How you
What's up,
been, man?
Tommy?
What's up, man? Welcome back. Welcome to another Soul Saturday, everybody. Um, Glad to have everybody back. So we're gonna kick it off. I'm Jeremy Jones. If y'all are new to the channel, consider subscribing, hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And today, man, like the title says, we're gonna be talking this cool gray Jordan 11 situation and just resellers in general, man. I'm Jeremy Jones, and go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You guys already know it's me, Dev Dunks. Let's get started.
All right, cool. All right, what up, Kwame? Chilling, good to be here. How's your week, man? It's been a very steady week for me, man. It's slowly just kind of like slowed down for the kid, man. But and let's say I'm glad too. I'm glad it was busy, but it went by very, very quickly. But neither here nor there, man. I'm just blessed and highly flavored and happy to be here, man. So how was yours?
Mine was good, man. Work, usual, everyday life, just
Okay,
living.
cool. So let's dive in, man. So cool grades, man. Um,
Okay.
Not sure if you know about the whole entire situation or not, but
Yeah. I heard about a little bit about it.
okay, so just to get things kind of caught up to speed, we're gonna dissect this thing a little bit. Now, just as a full disclaimer, I know there's like a back and forth between other YouTubers and all that. We ain't talking about that. We just talking about the cool gray situation in general. Y'all know me, I ain't gonna take no shots at nobody or anything like that. But we do gotta talk about this cool gray situation with Nordstrom's. Now, first things first, anybody who knows anything that's into about sneaker collecting, you know that every single year in December, there's going to be a Jordan 11. You usually know ahead of time. Like, I can't remember the last time they didn't drop a Jordan 11. So this year, of course, it is the cool gray 11s. And let's just go ahead and just address the elephant in the room. Early pairs are already circulating, right? And I kind of messed that word up. But yeah, early pairs have already been circulating. And of course, the biggest and latest thing that's been going on is the Nordstrom situation, man. So just in case if you're not familiar with it, just to get y'all kind of caught up to speed, uh, I think it was not all Nordstroms, but I believe it was a select Nordstroms, and I believe it was located in Dallas, Texas, was selling pairs early and letting people actually order pairs. But of course, that has been kind of delayed. But let's kind of like just dissect it, right? Okay. So one thing I want to bring up first is Nordstrom releases the Air Jordan Cool Grays early, and was this by maybe accident, or do you think they just truly didn't pay attention? Because one thing I will say about Nordstrom's, if you're not familiar with Nordstrom's, which I barely am, because the reason I don't go in there because it's a high brand store.
hmm
Not that I can't afford stuff there, but at the same time,
It's
I
not
ain't
your. It's just not your lane.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go there and drop $1,000 for a T-shirt. You know what I mean, so to speak. So,
That's
what do you
fair.
what do you think about this, man? And now Nike has got wind of this, but what do you think about them releasing those early pairs? And like, long story short, how it kind of all got out is basically by word of mouth. But you know, once one person knows and it gets to the right person,
Yeah.
it goes crazy, right?
Everybody knows. Well, I feel like I'm not gonna necessarily say it was a fault on Nordstrom's part, but I'm gonna say the lack of communication on the employee part, and to them, they just saw a shoe coming in, and they say, "Hey, put it on the shelves."
Right,
Like
but
those
they
people that were working maybe that at that time hadn't been prepped to know that hey, the shoe's not supposed to be out until December.
so you think it was an accident?
Honestly, I think it was an honest mistake. Like they just saw a shipment come in, and like natural, they just put it on the shelves. What's up,
Eh,
310s?
what up, man? What up? Salute, 310 kicks. But
California.
yeah, that's my thing is I'm not gonna say it was an accident. I can't say it
Exactly,
was an accident.
exactly. See, Kami,
Kami
he's
says I think it was a mistake by people at Nordstrom's. They didn't know release dates. Um, I'm gonna dissect that a little bit. It may have been an accident, but I kind of beg to differ to a certain extent. Um, so my thing is with that is I still feel like they still know you can't. I mean, not maybe everybody may not know about Jordan, but at the same time, you know well enough to know that like there is certain rules and protocols that you have to go. Like you and I'm sorry, unless it was like a newbie person that just started working there, then you had to know. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
no. Think about it like this: somebody who doesn't care about shoes, who's not into shoes, they're just there for the work. Just like natural, they see a shipment come in and they put it on shelf. They don't even
true,
know what the shoe is.
but at the same time, there was a lot of other like a lot of alleged like other things going on where pretty much they were doing orders for people. They were, and let's just this kind of goes hands in hand with reselling. This is why I wanted to kind of put that on the chopping block as well. But who's to say that obviously people have been circulating with early pairs. They know there's money to be made. Who's to say? And I don't know this, and this is all alleged. But who's to say that employee wasn't taking a little off the top? Because whenever you're in the resale world, you don't get the shoe. The reason they charge so much for resale, you don't get the shoe at retail price. Even if you're getting it from a retail store, you still gotta throw somebody else a few extra bones here and there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, unless the only way I'm gonna give y'all, I'm gonna let y'all have that pass is the fact that is the employee basically, um, if they just started like yesterday or something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Kwame says maybe they had a friend working at Nordstrom and they could take a little heat at work and make money on the side. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, and I'm not
Yeah.
saying that's what happened because I really don't know, but this is just off of my opinion, allegedly, that you know what I mean. You know what? I'm sorry, Nordstrom's already a high brand store. You know what kind of foot traffic's coming in there. You know what I'm saying? Money's
Yeah.
coming in those doors. Period.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
And they're
saying?
coming to buy multiple pair if they can.
Yeah. So this is my thing. So the employee sells the cool grades. It got back that the employee actually knew what he was doing. Like he was selling a shoe. Basically, he knew he didn't have permission to do it, but he was doing it under the table. Now, apparently, it had went on for at least a good over a strong week, and then finally it got to the manager, and then he finally like stopped it. Now, what do you? I don't know if they did anything to the employee, but that right there let me know that once it got up to the manager, and I guess I'm assuming they didn't talk to him very nicely about it. That let me know right there. Obviously, homie has some type of idea that hey, you ain't want to check with nobody to make sure it was okay to put these on the floor. And then the thing is, it caused so much attention that it started going out through all the other Nordstroms, like that's based out like throughout the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like that's how I know like accident. I
I mean, I'm not
can't.
gonna lie. I've texted a few people and let them know that they can go get some cool grades from Nordstrom right now if they want it.
Yeah, I mean that's how it started. Word of mouth. Like what from what I got from my research is basically one person found out and they had went back and got several pairs, and then they told another person who just happened to have a bigger following, and then they put it out to the whole community, and that's when things started to go kind of crazy because then everybody was like, "Oh snap, they're in Nordstrom's," and then also you could actually they was letting people actually order them too. Like if they didn't have them, they're like, "Well, we'll just look them up." They let because they can order internally in the store. They was
Mm-hmm.
ordering them for people.
Well.
You know what I mean? But finally, but I think what happened was once it finally caught the right attention, which I would assume is Nike, and I don't know how that conversation went, but let's just say we can put Nordstrom's on the phone right now, and they gonna tell you immediately that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, I can agree. I can agree.
Right. So my thing is, yeah, it's like I said, I get where you're trying to defend them. You and Kwame trying to say like maybe it was an accident, but I feel like it was a little bit deeper than that because let's face it, resale is it's a known thing now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's
And if
why
it's
I'm like
happening straight out the store,
exactly. So I said apparently it wasn't supposed to be known. Like yeah, that was another thing too. I saw from my research. Like it really you wasn't even supposed to know that Nordstrom's even had them because that's the thing. Nordstrom only gets select sneakers in the first place. So like really, it had to be a word of mouth thing. Somebody what I'm assuming what happened is somebody ran their mouth a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like
yeah.
obviously that let you know right there to me, and I hate to kind of throw this out there, but we're gonna touch this on later in the live. Is they'll let me know it's a backdooring situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming the person that worked at the store, and I don't know, and this is alleged. He texted one of his homies. It was getting taken care of. You know, throwing on a few extra dollars, doing because obviously, if you gonna have a shoe, what we in October still, right?
Mm-hmm.
October. You gonna have what? We got what almost 2 months, a little under over 2 months
Yeah.
before December hit, and I think these are
Mm-hmm.
supposed to drop like second week in December. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, if you gonna have a shoe that early, and that's another thing too to be like, I don't know. Sometimes it kind of just rub me the wrong way when somebody had a shoe a little too early, and that makes me automatically assume one thing: either they're super fake or you plugged in to the point where you got them off backdoor. And at that point, that makes it less for the people who really are trying to get the shoe on. I ain't gonna say necessarily the correct way, but by trying to be innocent about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that makes it harder for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the problem that I feel like. Honestly, I'm gonna bring this up later in the live too. But how do you really even fix a situation like that? Because honestly, they're still got that human. It's the human factor in the store, and I mean, if the like, I'm gonna just give you an example. Say you're a reseller, right?
Okay.
You got word of mouth that we got some cool grades at the store. You come to me and pull me to the side and be like, yo, if you can make a few, and they gonna pay cash, right? We ain't gotta do no card transaction. They coming with you with cash.
Yeah.
Everybody eyes look different when cash come at it, right?
Oh yeah.
So let's say they go for what? They're gonna go for 200. Somebody come in and say, yo, I give you I'm gonna pay for the shoe, which is $200, but I'm gonna give you $100 on $100 on top of every shoe you willing to sell me.
I mean, easy,
What,
quick
what you
hundred,
gonna
three
what
hundred bucks.
what you gonna do?
I'll take an easy, quick $100.
It's gonna be deeper than $100 because think about it, if you sell him 4 or 5 pairs,
That's what I'm saying.
that
I'll take a quick
yeah,
$300. You
yeah,
got me
it's
want 3 pair,
500
four
six
pair?
hundred dollars, and then you know what he finna do. Now he finna tax whatever he sold for. Now he finna put another 100 on top of it, and that's how you got the resale price of a cool grade going for. And I just broke this down real quick for it. Don't let that go over your head. I just broke down some basic, simple math of how that goes. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
that how the cool grades going from going, and I don't know the exact retail price yet, guys. This is just an example. Going from say like retail 200, and a reseller wants you to give them 350 to 400 because of what they had to. I don't even think it's just because they be money hungry, but just the fact that they gotta what all they had to go through just to get the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So from the best of my knowledge, so this one says, what about the orders that they allow people to place online? Because apparently there was a lot of orders that was placed
Mm-hmm.
online. So my thing is, I wonder if they count all of them or are they still working on getting them. 225 is the retail price. All right, appreciate that, Rodney. Yeah, so 225 is what these are going for. So
Yeah.
what do you think they're gonna what do you think they're gonna go on the resale market? In fact, I'm gonna look up and see what if we was to try to get something from StockX right now. I'm gonna see what that actually is going for on there right now. But yeah, like my that just brings my point of we're gonna see what they go for right now. Cause I got a pair of cool grades actually. But I got the I think they came out what 09. Yeah, I don't got the new joints. I got the old joints. But resale right now is averaging $514. And that's
Oh
just
yeah.
depending on the size. I'm a size 10, so it's $514. But think about the average person is what? Size anywhere from 8.5 to like 12.
Yeah.
So that's easily all the way up to if you're 12.5, that's 600. So if you
Yeah.
got these shoes early right now in hand, you know what I'm saying?
You
That's
probably sell them for
600.
more.
What happened?
I say at this point, if you already have them, you could probably sell them for more.
Exactly. Kwame says 225 steep. I felt bent. I felt bent over paying 220 for the Lightning 4. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another thing that's a part of the game.
Those are sitting actually.
Yeah, those are sitting. The Lightning 4s are sitting, but um, I wonder if they're gonna actually go to the point where they're gonna hit the sell rack. That's a good question. But Jordan
Would you
Brand already
say would
said
they go on sale or would they rather just put them in the outlets?
That would be literally the same thing because they're not going to sell it for the same price at the outlets because they're going to be like $10 or $15 off that price, I assume.
Yeah.
But I would that was another thing I wanted to bring up. Jordan Brand is saying next year they're gonna start, which they seem like they've already started doing it, but they're gonna raise the prices up a little bit, at least
Uh,
on Jordan ones anyway. And I'm assuming if they're gonna do it on Jordan ones, they're gonna slowly do it across the board with all the other ones. And we
okay.
still, and let's face it, people still gonna buy them, myself included. You know what I'm saying? If I
Oh
can
yeah,
get my
most
hands on,
definitely.
yeah. So, but for sure, yeah, cool grades. Yeah, if you got them this early, you got your hands on some money right now. You know what I'm saying? But apparently
Congratulations.
though, but apparently Nike caught wind of it and I don't know, this is alleged that apparently they're making the people cancel the orders and they're not going to get them. So I don't know, but who's to say some won't slip through the cracks?
Oh yeah,
And my thing
exactly.
is like, and I get it why Nike's like shipping shoes early already just to prepare, but and out of all places, man, like because from what I'm seeing, I don't even think Foot Locker. Like I've talked to a couple Foot Lockers in my area, they said or they claim anyway, they don't even have their pairs in yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, and they don't have to tell me the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that they're lying or anything, but to the best of my knowledge, they don't have their shipment in. But out of a random store in Nordstrom's, they got theirs. But then again, if you think about it, I'm assuming Nordstrom's ain't finna, and I don't know this, but I don't think Nordstrom is finna get the same amount of cool grades as say like a Foot Locker. But I guess it all really varies though.
Yeah, but also a lot of people don't even know that Nordstrom has a Nike account.
Right. Because honestly, I ain't gonna say I didn't know, but I definitely don't think about them when I'm trying to purchase a sneaker for resale. That'd be the
Mhm.
last store on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking like the chains like Foot Locker, Finish Line, all them. East
Mhm.
Bay. And last thing I'm thinking about is Nordstrom.
Nordstrom's for cool grades.
Right? Exactly. So that was another thing too. Think about it, they probably get a lot of low key heat that people don't really know about, and that store probably been backdooring stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. This is alleged, and I don't even know the exact store. I know it's somewhere in Dallas, but I don't know which store. And it really ain't the matter. It doesn't even matter which store it is. This is just really just an example. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, no shots at Texas, but Texas has always been known for doing their own thing, doing what they want. So,
That's a fact, and I'm gonna agree with you 100% on that. They definitely.
so
It's like they're in a
this
different.
isn't
They're in a
anything
different
different to
world.
me. It doesn't
Yeah,
seem like anything different.
yeah. I'm about to say, yeah. It's just one of those.
Texas things.
Yeah, I guess you can say the nice way to say it is like
It's a Texas thing.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And the
and
thing
that's no
is,
shots at anyone in Texas.
yeah,
I'm just
shout out to
saying.
everybody in Texas, man. But I'm just saying, y'all, they move different down there. But at the same time, I got love for every state. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But they definitely, I'll say if we're gonna put them in order, they definitely move a little bit different compared to the rest. But it also brings up me, like when I was doing this research, it also brought up the question of like, is this where like black backdoor sneaker like truly starts? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it definitely makes you want to go deeper into it now because you'll think like, well, if a store with such high end value like Nordstrom's would do something like this, what do you think a smaller chain will do? Who
Exactly. Think
like has
about
guys that pretty much base their whole life on sneakers.
right. Think about all the little mom and pop stores, and I ain't trying to say little as in like they're like. I'm just saying like the small people who do have Nike's account that we don't even really think about, that we don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? There's other ones out there like that isn't as like a bigger franchise, such as like a
Mm-hmm.
Foot Locker, but those, those shoes are, you know what I'm saying? Those are pretty much gone
Yeah,
off rip. So you know what I'm saying? And I think probably Nordstrom was. Let's face it, like Nordstrom's probably been flying under the radar with sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
well, now they just open the doors because now people know what they sell, and come December, it's gonna be pretty bad for Nordstrom's.
I think it's gonna be pretty bad in general. And to be honest, while we're on the topic of the cool grades, not that I'm not looking forward to them, but honestly, I guess since I got like the '09 pair, like let me see when the last time these joint or at least the ones I have anyway. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so mine is 2000. I got the 2001 pair.
So, just for reference, could you bring up a pair? Because there may be
No, I'm
people
lying.
who,
I'm lying. I got the 2010 pair.
yeah, could you pull them up for people? Just because there may be
Yeah,
people
I'm
who
I'm
don't
gonna
know
show
what
you.
they
I'm
are.
gonna put it up on the screen. Basically, show because to be honest, there's not really a major difference in
Yeah,
them, but
I don't see any.
I'm gonna show you what the difference is. This is because I don't think you ain't as deep into the rabbit hole as I am. So right here, this is what the 2010 pair. This is the pair that I have in my sneaker collection right now. So you see like this little patent leather joint right
Oh
here.
yeah, I can see it. I can see it
Yeah.
now.
Well, this is the thing. I'm gonna show you the difference. You ain't seen it yet, but see, this is basically a low cut patent leather, little yellow. I mean, gray part. My bad. But
Okay.
the newer Jordan 11s, what they've been doing is raising the patent leather. So let me pull up the 2021 pair, which is right here. So this little thick gray part right here,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's a much higher cut now, which is how he originally had them. I think whenever he was actually wearing them, but when they actually made them and released them to the public, they lowered it a little bit. But now they put it back up to the original way. Just little small detailed things where, you know, like you just said, I can't tell the difference. And we had the same thing when the Breads re-released. When my dad, I showed my dad mine. I'm like, man, these just came out. He's like, you already got it. I'm like, nah, this is a different one. He's like, that's the same exact shoe. If you don't save your money and stop playing. But
Yep.
yeah, same concept, and that's all they're really doing with it too. And I honestly want to say like, and I know I didn't write this down as a topic, man, but I think honestly, man, Jordan Brand is running out of like, I guess I ain't gonna say running out of ideas, but just imagine if they didn't add like a Travis Scott on the team.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They added Drake and it was a little bit of a buzz, but imagine if they didn't have a Travis Scotts and stuff.
yeah.
I mean,
Side note:
we would
if
still
you
be
see
checking
this
for
in, if you see this shoe in the store, pick it up.
what?
If you're out and you happen to see this shoe on shelves, make sure you grab it.
Yeah, if they sell
Because
it
that
to
may
you,
be your only
yeah. If you
chance.
don't, yeah, don't say nothing. Just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't know, they don't know. Because some people do get the dates messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, but apparently Nike is going to take action. What are they gonna do though? Is what I would like to know. What you think they should do? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think they're gonna go as far as pulling the Nordstrom's account,
You
but
don't think
I
so?
also no, but I also think that maybe they may miss them out on an issue or two, maybe just to punish them. You know,
Yeah, like yeah. What do they do for the people who do get caught? Like I guess quote unquote breaking the rules because to the best of my knowledge, Nike has a I don't know. I would assume they have some type of written contract where like if you voided or you violated, then what? What do they do? You know what I'm saying?
they probably got fined.
Oh yeah, true. Because nobody don't want to lose no money. You know what I'm saying? But rumor has it, and I'm gonna put rumor, is that they may not they may take the whole account like you was
That's a
well you
lot.
said you don't think they're going to. I
That's a
don't
lot.
think so either.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a little extreme because really how they I think they would have to do, and I don't know what they're gonna do, but I would assume they have to do some form of an investigation to determine like was this really an honest mistake, quote unquote, or
Hmm.
was this like you know
I don't. I don't see them pulling the account.
you don't see them pulling
It's
an account.
no, because you gotta think about it like this too. A lot of people that's out there, that's pretty much where they probably do buy other shoes from, and
Yeah,
maybe a small income, but it's still income. And I'm not thinking Nike's gonna let any pennies fall by the wayside.
true. I mean, yeah, you and then from what I've heard, and this is alleged, is basically people will just apply for another account at the same store and using somebody else that worked there, put it under a different name.
Exactly, man. Like
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. You Jones so and so can't do it. Cool. We'll get Monique to sign up.
it just goes to show that if somebody wants something bad enough, they'll find a way to get it.
Oh heck yeah, man. That's what I said, man. You can't somebody who's really striving for something, man. You they if you're gonna close one door, they're gonna just take another route.
Yeah,
Point blank,
they're
point
just, they're
blank
just
period.
gonna go through the back door.
Basically, and that's just my whole thing though. So I put what or how can Nike prevent backdooring? Is it really controllable at this point? You know what I'm saying? Because how
It's not.
I can't think of how can you actually truly solve this? I don't think there's no, and I don't like you still have that human error, you know. And I ain't gonna say error as in like we make, well, we all make mistakes, but truly, like, I don't know how many. It's times are hard, man, and they've
Okay,
all.
how about this? So you say like this, using an example. You know, when you go into a supermarket, they have representatives from these companies that have samples that you can try. You know, why not on some of these release days they have some Nike spokesman in these stores regulating the sales?
I don't think they're gonna do all that,
Well,
man.
no, but I'm just saying that could be a possibility too. You know.
Yeah, I think they should do random checks on them. You know what I'm saying? Just pull up randomly and have them like check the stores. You know what I'm saying? See, like, I don't know how the best way to really kind of
Like an
word it.
inventory type thing.
Yeah, like, hey, this is so and so, and it need to be a different person each time. It need to be. I don't want it to be like, hey, Larry from Nike coming every Thursday of the month to make sure
So
we got
they
these.
already know to be prepared. Yeah.
Yeah, I want it to be random, a different person each time, rotate that stuff. But at the same time, is that doing too much though?
Yeah. He see Kami. He says,
Kwame come in and he said it can't really be controlled by Nike, but stores can do better with inventory. Macy's has nice stuff locked up in the back. I'm sure other stores do too. True. I mean, really, do you think about, they kind of have that concept already though, if you really think about it, because um you don't you can't really just grab, they only leave one shoe out, and then usually 9 times out of 10 is most likely not your size anyway.
mm-hmm.
So they kind of already kind of keep it on the lock and key. So that's why
I
you
think
know it.
8 is usually like the universal size that goes out.
Yeah. So that's my thing. Like, I don't I don't think as far as like them locking them all the way up like under a cage. And some stores have been starting to do that a little bit where they don't even let the people hold like what's your size. I've seen a couple of vlogs. They're not even letting people actually even like get the shoe and try it on anymore. Because
Really,
occasionally, and this has happened, this may be funny, but how many
people
people
run
actually
off.
want? Yeah, I'm about to say they try on the shoe and then jet for the door. And to be honest, you really can't you really can't accuse them until they actually exit the store. So they can go stand, they can go stand and move around and do whatever they want to. That's not stealing until you actually leave. You know what I'm saying? And then, to be honest, once you hit that door, funny story because I used to work at a retail store and
But
we
once you hit
saw.
that store, I mean, once you hit that door, you putting your life in danger because technically, are you supposed to chase them out of the store?
I think it's only so far they can go though,
Yeah, that's what I'm
because
saying.
when
I don't have it.
I worked at a retail store, short story, right? I worked at a retail store and we saw, like, I was helping cleaning up the men's department, and we saw a kid like stealing, and we saw also they're called what do they call
Secret shoppers.
yeah, they're like secret shoppers, but I forget. Loss prevention is who what
Yeah.
the job title is. They was eyeballing the kid hard, but they couldn't. They saw him putting stuff in the bag and tucking in his pants, but he hasn't left the store, so he ain't broke a law yet. Technically, you can't do
Mm-hmm.
anything. And so they're eyeballing him, and he was a younger kid too. And my coworker, and I ain't gonna say his name, but we were next to each other. He's like, "Yo, he gave him the tip. He's like, yo, they see you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to help him out. Homie ignored him, and I ain't saying that. I just put my head down, but he was right by the exit. And when I tell you, when he hit the door, dog, he hit the door so hard. Like when I say he hit and took off, like literally, loss prevention did chase him. They came back in 2 seconds, like out of breath, like, yo, he all the way down past. He already 2 traffic lights down. I'm like, oh, homie already knew. He already was prepared. He wasn't
Yeah.
ready. So imagine if you get some brand new Jordan shoes that are meant to be played basketball in for somebody who's got that mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Well, think about it. A place like Nordstrom's, who's not prepared for stuff like that.
But I assume they got a loss prevention though for sure. But they do keep some. I will say some of their clothes they do keep it on there, like they have it like around the loop of the pants and stuff like that. Have it locked where
Mm-hmm.
you can't get it out. So maybe. Kwame says That's wild. They asked me if I wanted to try on my fours last week, but I didn't. Yeah, it's hit or miss on the stores. Not all stores are. I think every store has a different protocol for some strange
Yeah,
reason. Kwame, yeah.
I think it's just gonna be select stores.
I mean, it all just depends because sometimes when I go in the store, say like when I go do a mall blog, which I haven't done a mall blog in, whew, man, I need to get back on that. But it's just with all the stuff that's been going on, I just kind of
Yeah,
just chilling at the crib. But neither here nor there. Sometimes they're perfectly cool, and it's never really. I had one problem where it was just a. I know there wasn't a manager; it was just a regular Joe Schmo. They had a problem with me vlogging, which I don't care because I just keep going. But I seen it where some managers don't care, some do, and it just depends. Like every store is different. And you
well,
could
you
say
gotta
like,
think that's probably for safety reason. You know, they're thinking that you're trying to photograph their inventory, have some people come in and run in there on them. You know.
but at the same time, if I'm telling you I'm filming myself, but it's no difference than you taking a picture of a shoe and like it's no different than say like, hey, you take for your child, like let me see if he like these real quick, and he like I don't know what it is. You either video call them or if they not picking up, take a picture and boom, I'll come back and get them. It's the same concept. I can defend that all day long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kwame says when I worked at Macy's, we couldn't intervene. Yeah, like I said, it's hit or miss. Like that's what I seen. The like where I was working at, like I don't think loss prevention could take action until they actually step foot out of the door. But at the same time, when a person's outside, and we were in a strip mall, we wasn't in like a mall where it's like you still got to leave the whole entire building. We're in a strip mall where when you step outside our doors, you're going outside
Yeah.
at both doors. So you're outside and you're going to trace somebody through a strip mall? No, come on. I don't think so. Got Gordon G in right now. He says,
Hey,
let's smash that like, guys. Yeah, y'all hit
hey,
that like
shout
button.
out
Man. It
Gordon.
really
Shout
helps us
out.
come
Thank
out for
you.
show. Yes, appreciate that for sure, Gordon. For real, man. Appreciate you coming through as well. But yeah, everybody smash the like button if you haven't done so already, man. You already know what's up, man. We coming every Saturday, Soul Saturday. But yeah, back to this topic at hand right now, man. So honestly, like I was saying, I don't know. Like I said, I don't. I think it's safe to say like it's it's.
It can't
I
be
don't. I
prevented.
don't. I don't think it can be prevented. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? Like to
there's
be
no
honest,
way.
like it's always gonna be where I don't know. There's no way unless Nike just push everything out the sneakers app. But then again, that's gonna leave it to where that was a whole topic last week of how that is.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? They already said it's unfair, so they can't. They gotta. I don't. I'm not saying they need like other stores to push out their products, but it does help us as the consumer to have more than one option.
Mhm. Well, how come certain shoes get certain treatment? Say with these cool grade 11s, we clearly seeing that they're gonna get a general release. But say shoes like Travis Scott, Easy, those shoes only get through like sneakers or through Easy World or whatever it's called. You know, like how come all these shoes don't get the same process? Give everybody a fair chance with them.
That is a great question, and I would love to have the
Yeah,
answer for
yeah,
you.
you know,
But yeah, like I think what you're trying to say is basically the hype shoes never make it to like a Foot Locker or something like it. And if they do, this is the thing that bothers me, right? Now that we on, I ain't even write this down at the top. This is what bothers me. Say a Travis Scott finna come out. We know it's gonna come on sneakers. We know it's gonna come on his Travis Scott website, which I believe the highs, the most recent one, the Travis Scott fragment joints. I don't think the highs ever came out on sneakers app, but neither here nor there. You got that's a valid point. Like they only be select stores, and when they do go to a Foot Locker, it's usually, to the best of my knowledge, it's usually maybe one in Chicago and then one in California. It's like, dog,
that actually gets like a Travis Scott shoe.
yeah, that actually gets a
Wow.
Travis Scott shoe. The rest of them is gonna be through the Travis Scott website, and then there's gonna be a few boutiques, like
Oh
small
yeah,
boutiques, where it's like
like consignment shops.
not even consignment shops. I'm talking about actual legit like boutiques. Like I'm a year will probably get. Well, I don't even think they'll get them. But I'm trying to say like, what's the one I'm thinking of? They sell actually legit stuff too for retail. It'll come to me in a second, but it be the point I'm trying to make it. It be so limited to the point where it is extremely hard to obtain it. Like it's you only got it in two Foot Lockers in the whole like country in California and then in New York, and then you got like a couple. I think I ain't gonna, no, it's not Kith. Is it Kith? I don't think it's Kith. I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, It's one other store that'll get them, but they're like, dog. By the time you hit that button to try to hit that check to select the shoe, it's already gone. And I'm just like, it would be nice to see them drop like like a Travis Scott sneaker and make it so readily available. I wonder would that change people's mind about the sneaker, or like, do they really like it or not, though? You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Because let's keep it 100. Having a hype sneaker, like I always say, buy what you like, but it also helps sometimes having like, dang, not everybody got these joints on too. Not everybody gonna have access to this. You know what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
was gonna say it helps with the exclusivity,
Right. So that's my thing. So I get why they do it. I don't mean it's not annoying though. I will say that.
but obviously these cool grade 11s got some type of hype behind them. So
I don't think they're gonna be as high. I don't. I mean, it's every Jordan 11's hype. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think the hype. I don't know. I really don't know. For
so you
me,
feel like you'll be able to just walk into the store and get them at any moment?
oh, don't get me wrong. No, they're gonna sell out. I'm just saying I don't feel like it's gonna be like, I'm gonna just put it this way. If it didn't come out, I wouldn't miss it.
It's not Travis Scott. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not something. That's what maybe they should switch that up sometimes. Like for the month of December, we know it's gonna be a Jordan 11. How about hit us with a surprise like hype sneaker or something? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that would be. And I'm surprised they haven't done like an off white like Jordan 11. They haven't done that yet, right?
No.
To the best of my
Well,
knowledge,
it's like you say, certain shoes come out in certain quarters. So to throw a hype shoe up in there would kind of take away from the shine from that shoe that's known to come out during that time,
yeah. And you still got to keep in mind, like I said, those Travis Scott, the high top joints. They didn't to the best of my knowledge, they never put them on sneakers app. And we keep hearing rumors of maybe, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't really seen anyone with the high top fragments.
I ain't seen nobody. Oh no, you ain't gonna see nobody in person. And just like somebody said last week, and I believe it was you, Kwame, you said you seen, I forgot what sneaker you said it was. You seen like three people
The lows, the Travis
you had
lows.
the Travis Scott lows, and he said like, yo, at least two out of three of them are fake. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta agree with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's no different with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kwame says, I'm checking daily for those high on sneakers. Kwame, I hate to tell you, dog.
Kwame, if you find them, let us know.
I'm about to say you can keep checking, dog, but I'm gonna be honest, I ain't got my hopes up. But I honestly, there's nothing wrong with checking though. Let me keep that. There's nothing wrong with checking because I have a feeling they're gonna do a surprise drop. I think they're probably, if I had to guess, and I'm speculating here, they're probably working on the best way to release them because they know everybody want that sneaker. Or just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? I want that shoe so bad to the point where even if I don't get it, I'll be like, man, I ain't want them anyway. But obviously I did if I'm up here trying with the rest of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Kwame coming in again, he said, I see like 4 over weekend Travis Scott lows. Okay, so he's seen like 4 Travis Scott lows. I mean, yeah, and resale on those Travis Scott lows is averaging like 1,600, I think, right?
Shit.
Let me check though. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna get it up on the screen real quick. Yeah, I think
a low top shoe.
Low top Jordan is that, bro. Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not saying they're not real. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
You know what? It's that backward Nike sign that gives it the price. Because look, that would be just a regular Nike if the Nike sign was placed.
Oh, they don't went down a little bit, averaging $980. Still,
and you know why? Because
Why?
those high tops are probably getting ready to come out.
People are probably anticipating them. You probably got a point there. But yeah, like from my size,
or they're already out, so the hype and the excitement is down.
True, but also you gotta expect the stuff to go up a little bit too because it's becoming. We pretty much after Halloween, it's pretty much Christmas time, dog. Let's just keep it 100. I mean, we're gonna celebrate Thanksgiving and all that, but like it's pretty much Christmas time, and everybody wants their stuff on there. But yeah, from my side, it's still averaging 1,400, and I ain't getting nobody no 1,400. Let's see what these highs talking about real quick. Oh heck no!
What's that? $3,000? 3,500. Jeez.
24. Yeah, you might as well say 2,500. I'm gonna round up. 2,500. Man, y'all for a size 10. Oh my god, from my size, they want 3,600.
Yeah.
Like, who's paying that joint, man? And I ain't saying like it ain't tricking if you got it, but dog, whew, yeah. I don't know though, but to be honest, and I know we're kind of a little off mode, but for these Travis Scott, man, I say for the backwards dunk because I saw you were talking the backward Nike sign. I saw you talking about that. It's a love hate for me. If I got to
I'm
keep it
saying
back,
that's where the price comes in because anything else is a regular Nike. That's
true.
what they're paying for.
Yeah, Kwame said that's too steep for a shoe. Put a Ricardo interior in my show car for less.
Hey,
Oh
shout out to
wow.
Recaro. I like
Okay,
those. I like Recaro seats.
nice. See, but yeah, that's my whole point, yo.
Hey, Kami, get the confettis.
Okay, but that's
But
my
that's off
whole.
topic, yeah.
It's all good. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We live. That's what we supposed to do.
Yeah.
We here to communicate with the people, man. But
Yep.
yeah, that's my whole point. Basically, what Kwame's saying, yo, this, yeah, that's almost a car, man. It ain't no almost. It is you. But yeah, I think I
Hey,
bought
what
my
core they say? That's a whole Honda Civic for real.
basically like dog. Y'all got me. I ain't trying to hate it nothing, but you know what I'm saying. Like I said, it ain't tricking if you got it, but it is what it is.
Hmm.
So my question to you though, like, and I know I kind of brought this up earlier, but it was kind of directed at Nordstrom, but we kind of off Nordstrom right now. But if a store is caught backdooring, how should Nike handle it? Like, what should be the what consequences? Like, is it like a strike one, strike two, strike three? Should there be like slap on the wrist? What Nike need to come down and do a full investigation, or just pull their whole like you said it best. They're most likely not gonna pull their whole. Well, they could pull their whole account, but you know what I'm saying? They, again, like you said, Nike ain't trying to miss no money. And then the thing is, how do they? I would assume they have to prove that the people are actually doing what they're being alleged of.
Well, treat it just like any other industry would treat it. Find them. You're not gonna see the NBA firing LeBron just because he disagreed with the ref. You're
I
not
mean,
gonna
but do
see
you
them firing
find
him.
do
What's
you
that?
find do you find that store directly, or because you got to think of it, it's a chain too.
No, you find Nordstrom as a whole because then that puts the fear out there, and it goes out there to all the stores, not just one in particular, because the other stores can laugh and be like, aha, they got in trouble while we're still doing it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. I was gonna say that ain't. I was gonna until you said that. I was gonna say that's kind of not fair because if it's just one store being a butthole again or getting caught anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then why punish the whole team? You know what I'm saying?
No, it's a team effort. Like with all Nordstroms, if one
Right.
will do it, the next one will do it.
Kwame said it don't really hurt Nike. The shoe make them money already when the store bought it. This is true. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Like because they, from what I've heard or what I've been told anyway, and I don't know, they have to buy the shoes from Nike anyway. They don't get it at the They don't buy them for retail. They buy them for a little less. I think, and I don't know this, but I think they buy the shoe like Foot Locker and them get it for half the price. That way they can make product too.
Well,
I
think
mean,
about it like this then. So if Nordstrom's already own the shoe, how does Nike have any say on what they can do with them?
that is a
Unless
good
it's written in
question.
the contract, you know?
I mean, I'm sure it's written in the contract, but then it's like kind of one of those. It brings back to like, it's not illegal to sell a shoe, but I guess maybe in the contract it says like, yeah, y'all may own the shoe and you can sell it for whatever, but you can't do it until after this date.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's probably worded like that in the contract.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
I mean,
I
there's
would
nothing wrong with
hope,
taking pictures. You can take the pictures and be like, hey, we got them. You
yeah,
know?
yeah. I actually, when I used to blog, one dude in Finish Line told me he had been. He didn't tell me his channel or nothing, but he told me he would take pictures of it and stuff like that. But he said he couldn't let me do it and do all that. So I was like, all right. But he said he was doing his little thing. So that's not
He's
even
asking, all I can do is confirm that we have them.
pretty much. That's all he told me. Like, do your thing, dog. We got them for sure, but this is the process, and that's it. I ain't never had no. I don't never get no plug or nothing, man. But that's the thing too about this plug world, man. But I guess, like you said, really, I don't know. Finding the whole chain versus finding the whole store, man. That's a rough one. That's a
I
tough one.
mean, clearly they're gonna go after the company as a whole because they've all been briefed and they've all known the process.
Yeah, and
So
I
they're
wonder.
gonna make an example out of that one store through everyone.
True, true, true.
Sad, but hey,
I want a rebuttal, but I don't know what I want to rebuttal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I really? I mean, if you find the whole, but at that point though, the top dog finna get upset because I would assume. But this is what I'm assuming probably what happened if they find the whole chain, that person, that store that it actually happened to, then probably divvied out to them to make sure they take care of that store to give them like the owner of the store. All right, cool. We finna go handle. All right, Nike just find us. You just cost me money. Now I'm finna cost you money.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Does that
exactly.
employee? You think that employee that got caught Dimlin's hand selling product is he gonna get possibly fired?
Uh, yeah,
You think he should be fired, or he gonna get it talking to? He probably, yeah. My thing is this: if they was to do the finding system and find the whole story, yeah, you pretty much you might as well go and just leave because you know what I'm saying. You don't. One thing I noticed: the top owners, they don't want to lose no money. So if you make
well,
it,
because rules are rules, and if you can't follow them, then you can't be with us.
you got
You
to
know,
go. Yeah.
and I'm saying is nothing personal. It's just what comes with the territory. I'm
True.
saying you may have thought that you had a little advantage by saying, "Hey, we got these shoes, and I'm gonna let a couple of my friends come get them already." But look at the bigger picture. What'd you really cost yourself? We probably facing some jail time too.
True. Oh, I didn't even think that. I hope it wouldn't go that deep, but
I mean, you're breaking serious contracts between
but
two big businesses.
but at the same time, is did that employee sign that contract, or does he fall
He
underneath that?
signed that contract when he got employed by Nordstrom's.
I still think he. I'll
You
say this.
see how movies in the beginning of movies it says any pirating, any blah blah blah, is punishable up to X amount of dollars or X amount of jail time. And it's the same thing. Like, like he's selling shoes off the record. It's
Yeah.
no different. So he's gonna get fined or he's gonna get jail time.
I doubt jail, but me. Well, I would assume it depends on. It would be a combination of how long that person been doing it. Was it the first time? You know, like I guess on the level of punishment they would get. But I'd assume they would just fire him and call
Because
it
think
a
about
day.
it like this too. I mean, obviously the shoe has been scanned in, the shoe's been it's known that it's in the store system. But how is the SKU already created to be able to sell the shoe? Because the shoe has to be scanned clearly.
I mean, but I've seen it so much far as this backdooring process. I've seen it where people say like literally because there's people that do this all the time. They'll they keep the box and everything at the store for just so nobody's out the wiser, and they let you take the shoes up out the box.
Or think about it like this from a bigger picture. Like Kami just said, that maybe there was a smart play to be like, hey, to boost their sales of them because they probably didn't see them selling that much. So they say now people know that Nordstrom has them also.
True, yeah. I mean,
That could
at
be
the end of the day,
a
it's
slight little, you
I'm
know,
gonna say at the end of the day, nobody Nike never loses at this point. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it never
And
will.
it's a win-win for them either way. Kwame says the early releases give them hype, so Nike may like
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. Yeah,
yeah.
they just put that word out there. Oh, for sure, for sure, for
That
sure.
employee got a stern talking to. I don't think. I mean, yeah,
I mean, he probably messed up his chances of buying any shoe from there. They said, we don't know if you're gonna buy it and try to go sell it.
yeah, because that whole Nordstrom situation, from what I'm hearing, and this is just word of mouth and alleged, that the manager didn't even know he was doing it. You know,
I'm
he
saying
had
it had to be one of those off days where nobody was there.
not even that, but the managers they said this was going on for a whole strong week, and the only reason the manager even really got flack of it is because when that stuff hit social media, it took off like a rocket.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then at that point, it was enough where Nike was like, "Hey, yeah, it's one thing doing a shoe, getting it like a day or a week early, but y'all hold 2 months ahead. Hey, what store is this?" And then they probably had to realize and see where they had been shipped to. And I mean, obviously, I don't think all the pairs have been shipped out yet. So it probably was once they saw Nordstrom, they probably knew exactly where to pinpoint it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that employee definitely. I wouldn't be surprised if that employee ain't there no more, Kwame. I'm gonna just put it to be honest, if there's any
Yeah.
truth to it. Yeah. All right, man. So we're gonna transition. We already don't transition in the resale world anyway, so we might as well keep rolling on, man. So I wanted to talk basically. It's kind of like an article I saw on Complex, but I wanted to kind of bring this in because it's all ties in hands in hands, and we're almost towards the end of the live anyway. Man, time goes by quick. We're already 50 minutes in. I felt like
Yeah.
we only been here for like 10 minutes.
Honestly, yeah.
I was like, dang. Like, I looked at the timer, like, oh, snap. But neither here nor there. You guys chiming in the comment section really help out as well. But I
Appreciate it.
want to talk the resale world. Most definitely appreciate it, man. Appreciate them for sure. But I want to talk, like, the resale world in general. And I guess kind of why I really don't. One, it's a love-hate for me, but I just don't really. I want to just kind of break it down a little bit. And honestly, dog, I just want to say, like, is it really, when you break it down, I want to end by saying, do you really think is it really worth it though? Like, what
Depends on the
really,
person.
like, what does it really take to be an actual reseller compared to just working a regular 9 to 5?
Takes a lot of hustle. That's the
Yeah,
one thing.
like I will say, yeah, you gotta hustle your butt off. It's no different than me dropping sneaker content every day, but at the same, it's different because I'm gonna say slightly easier because all I got to do is research it. The resellers gotta be current with what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And actually, I ain't gonna say they gotta be because I can pull up, and I'm not gonna do this, but I can pull up a couple of videos of people resell shoes on the regular, like some big resale companies that don't even know nothing about Jordans. They don't know none of it. They only know a handful of stuff. They don't keep up. They just get the product and move it. That's all they know, product and move it. But I would think though, if you're starting out, you know what I'm saying? You can't waste your time with every Jordan because not every Jordan is awesome. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody likes every single Jordan.
But also,
you know what I'm saying? You
have to keep yourself open-minded. You have to keep yourself open-minded because there are people that does want that shoe that nobody wants.
Yeah, but is it really worth your time? Because the thing is, let me just start out by saying this: not when you are in the resale world, you don't get the shoes for retail.
Yeah,
you don't. So
you're buying on resale.
Yeah, you're buying on resale already. So that's why resale. And I'm not defending resale because, like I told y'all before, it's a love-hate for me. But yeah, you already buying off rip on resale world. You know what I'm saying? You're already going off resale prices off rip. Kwame says botting and cut groups and all that is too much. That's why they tax us so hard. Exactly. Now I was gonna go on down that, but we almost towards the end of it. But Kwame just pretty much summed up where I was going with this. Right? Okay. Pretty much doing this, like being a reseller, what I was trying to say is the true cost of a bot. I don't know. Have you looked into what it costs to actually have a bot? A good one.
I haven't. It's
So,
not been something I've been interested in.
So on average, it's $1,000, anywhere from $1,000 to $8,000
per bot.
Yes, like obviously the $8,000 one is more on the tail end. No,
but answer this. But answer this. With botting, do you have to already be committed to a certain amount of pair?
I don't think so, but it's almost.
Because why would you pay $1,000 if you're only going to try to get one pair of shoes? Why would you pay $8,000?
That's the thing, though. If you get into botting, I'm assuming in order for you to make your money to get yours. Not only that's why I know it wasn't working for me because I just want one.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you're gonna get into botting because you want the shoe that bad, now you're forced to. And think about it. Not only do you have to pay for the bot, which is the cheaper end on it is $1,000. The high end, think of like, okay, cool. Do you want top of the line or do you want mediocre or you want below? Mm-hmm. But say you go top of the line, $8,000. Now you already $8,000 in the hole for the bot. Mm-hmm. That doesn't include buying the shoe.
Yeah.
But now you got to put more money into it to buy multiple pairs of shoes, and now you secured your pair, but now you got to get at least 20, 30 pairs, probably just to cover yourself to take care of the bot. And then the thing is, bots have to go through updates. So my thing is like, it ain't no one stop shop. You're gonna have to make. It's like it is gonna require some maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like, dang dog. Like I don't know, man. Is it really worth it though? Homie says botting for multiple pairs. I don't know if it worked for just one. That complex article. Yeah, that's my thing too. I think, yeah, everybody I've seen that's botting,
That's
they
what I'm
have to
saying.
get multiple pairs. But my thing is like, that's a good question. Can you just get one pair? But then my
I
thing
don't think
is,
so.
I don't think so either. But my thing is, it ain't even worth it though at that point.
Yeah.
Why drop $1,000 on just say you get the Pinto of bots, you know, get the bottom of the barrel, you get the basic joint.
Mm-hmm.
You go drop $1,000 for one shoe, and think about really you're dropping
I
because if
mean,
the shoe's $220 or
you're
200,
guaranteeing yourself that shoe though.
right? But you just drop but you might as well just go and pay the resale for 200, 300.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You'll be cheaper, is what I'm trying to get at. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
why even do that? So like the botting, I think honestly, they probably got it. I'm assuming the botters already got it plugged in with some of these other like resale shops that are really big, like say like and I don't know if this is alleged, but if I was just say like I'm assuming like Flight Club and all that, they probably already got their stuff, our little system set up and stuff because Flight Club had their stuff stupid early as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So honestly, how long does it take for the reseller to start seeing any profit after investing in bots? You know what I'm saying? And from what I'm seeing, because I watched it's one dude, he had a YouTube channel. I think he still does it every now and then. He said he don't always, even with having the best bot, he still take L's because there's other people you're botting against other people too.
To answer that question, it's just like anything. It all depends on the person. How hard are you willing to work for it? How hard are you willing to go for it? How far out there are you going to put yourself?
But if you think about it, say you drop $1,000 on the bot, you get a whole bunch of pairs. Say you get like 10, 15 pairs of sneakers.
You better
Now
start working.
Yeah, you already in the hole, but now you got to have somewhere to move the product.
Because I think you better start figuring that out. You better start working.
But you can't. I mean, you can't. And these are some places you can go. You can go to StockX. You can go to the consignment stores. But now they need it. Now you got to cut them on the cut. So you're not even going to get all of your money back. You know what I'm saying? Off rip.
Yeah.
From that complex
see half of what you put into it.
Yeah, from the complex order, we say like honestly,
maybe less.
Yeah, from the complex order, they was telling me like, yo, at least a strong year before you start to see any real money. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that really worth it though? Like, I don't. To me, it's a no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kwame says, "Goat make it easy if you sell enough. The fee is low." That's the same with a lot of them, though. Well, not with like Flight Club, because Flight Club, the thing is, that if you ever want to pay the top of the line resale price, you go there because they got the celebrities coming through and stuff too. A lot of that plays a part in there. But with StockX, from what I'm hearing, the more pairs you sell, the lower they take from you. They take your cut. But it's somewhere along the lines. I think you have to sell at least like an average of 250 shoes before you can start seeing that. Before they start taking less, where they know you're serious about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Like, you know, they take all them fees out, but to lower your fees, you want to sell over 250 pairs of sneakers first. You know, like, dog.
Who knows how long that could take?
I'm gonna go on the level and say that's easier said than done.
Oh yeah, of course, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh heck no, man. But I don't know, man. The sneaker community that's one thing about the sneaker community / sneaker culture, man. It's changed so much, but it slowly reverts back because if you think about it, like you said, a lot of shoes are starting to sit now too. You know what I'm saying? That's the positive thing. You can't be in the sneaker game and not have any patience. I'm gonna just say that in general.
Well, you know, like I'm saying, UAs can play a big factor in that too. If they can get them guarantee, why are you gonna go through the hassle and the headache or try and fight somebody for the real shoe.
Exactly. And like Kwame just said, 250 shoes, a lot to invest as a startup business. Exactly.
Yeah, with no guarantee.
With no guarantee. Like, think about that. Like, if you got to sell 250 shoes, like, and they're at what, 250? Let's say they're at $220 a pop, and you got to sell 250 of them. That's over 50 grand.
And how much money has StockX already made? If you probably at least 20 of that.
Yeah, they gonna make almost, yeah. For you to get in good where you can get your commission fees down and you got to sell 250 pairs of shoes, you don't put up over $50,000 on the shoes alone just to see what 20, 30, $40, because not every shoe sells really high like that. You know what I'm saying? And then keep in mind, the higher that shoe sells, the more cut that StockX them get. You know what I'm saying? Either you selling the shoe on StockX for $1,000, you even see that whole 1,000.
No,
You know what I'm saying? When it's
I
all said
agree.
and done, you may walk away with 600 or 700, but think about it. If you got a hype shoe, it's only worth it if you hit manually. But if you botting, throwing another $1,000 on top of it, we'll just call it on the low end. You put $1,000 on the body, you got the shoe, whatever. That's another $250 if you just got one pair, which you probably got more than one pair, and not even to move it through StockX. Yeah, that's a loss, dog. That's a loss of money. I
Yeah.
ain't gotta do the math. That's just simple mathematics.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we coming towards the tail end of this thing, man. Upcoming releases, and then we're gonna get on up out of this thing after this, man. We just want to drop just a few releases, something different from what we said last week. I know we anticipating the Mummy Dunks for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Cool Grays is on the list,
How you
but
feeling about the skeleton Air Force Ones?
uh,
I mean, that's a seasonal shoe. I would say.
yeah, I don't know. Really, right now, I'm not really anticipating. I'm lying. There is one shoe I am anticipating that I really want. Is that the Beluga, the 350 B2 Beluga joint.
Okay. Okay.
I know you ain't a big Yeezy on those guys, man. I know you only like one style, but them joints is nice though. Kwame said, I don't have stock, but it seems better if you get 50K to invest.
I mean, that's pretty much what you're doing anyway.
Pretty
If
much.
you're gonna buy, like you say, it's gonna cost you 25,000 to get these shoes. You might as well, you know.
My thing is, yeah, if you that the thing, I guess to sum it up, if you're gonna get a bot dog, you might as well go ahead and go for as many pairs as you can and try to get your money back. I hate it, but at the same time, I understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so what else you
Kwame
got for
said,
general release? Oh,
Kwame says Cool Gray should be a GR, readily easy to cop. I hope so. I hope so. I noticed they do take their time to do. It seems like they do make more pairs of the Jordan 11s for sure each and every year. They seem like it's not as hard compared to some other sneakers, man. But honestly, I think really I want the Beluga 350 V2s, man, and I can pull them up for you guys. I know if y'all, I don't know, are you familiar with them?
yeah.
Yeah. So I
I know
mean,
what they are.
yeah, they nice, man. Because I guess the only difference with this pair is gonna be it's gonna have the reflective on the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's nice, man. I mean, but I like the original too. I'm gonna keep it 100.
The originals were one of my favorite pair. I can say it
Yeah,
like
the
that.
original. The only difference is the original don't have the 3M. I guess is the correct term I should be saying here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the true like people who are very die hard on the actual name. But these are the original joints, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, very nice. But yeah, they're gonna be dropping. I think they're calling them the 2.0s. You know what I'm saying? So
Classic Kanye.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, don't get me started on the cut, man. But we're gonna keep it over sneaker related, man. We're gonna keep it sneaker related. But honestly,
Oh,
man, what else?
and apparently, Supreme is releasing another pair of shocks.
For
Or they're
real?
releasing a pair of shocks. I'm sorry.
What are they called?
Nike shocks, just Supreme collab.
They already got you seen images or something?
Yeah, they have mock-ups of them already. Like there's like I don't think there's no date for them, but I mean I'm not saying that they're not going to be out there.
They're Nike shocks.
Yeah,
Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can pull them up on the screen because I don't even know what you. I ain't saying I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just saying like
you haven't heard or seen them.
yeah, I ain't seen the joints in a minute. Let me put let me share this other screen real quick. Boom. What are you talking about? These joints?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
How you feel about those?
Um, if I had to choose between out of the three of these, I don't know why, but the green one kind of standing out to the kid, man. I gotta be honest.
I mean, they are nice. I can see them doing very well. Uh, Obviously, they're gonna sell out.
Most definitely, yeah, that's Supreme. Although the Nike trainers they just did, what was that last week or week before last?
Mhm.
They sold out, but it wasn't an instant sellout for some
Yeah, I
reason.
was on Supreme the other day, and it looks like a lot of the stuff is starting to just sit. Like literally,
Yeah,
like from back in the day when you were going there, and the stuff we sold out by 7:30 again,
yeah,
Pacific time.
yeah. The Supreme hype isn't as deep as it was. Yeah, Supreme with the dash shoes lately. True. Yeah,
That's a thing. The bulky shoe is in right now.
yeah. We gotta. I ain't gonna say who really brought it in, but I think Kanye he definitely brought it to the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
With the Wave Runners,
Hmm.
which is arguably to me one of the most comfortable sneakers you could ever have on your foot. Period. Point blank. Period.
Yeah.
But yeah, these
Yeah.
Supremes are nice, man. Anything else?
Uh, what else do I got? Honestly, I'm not really hyped for too much more.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm
just
saying. Like, I don't know. It seems different. Like, I mean, we got the speculation of the possible Travis Scott's releasing now. Of course,
yeah.
I'll be
He
hyped
has more
for that.
coming out. He has more colorways.
Oh, you
Yeah.
said they're gonna do the Air Max. What are they coming this year though? The Travis Scott Air Maxes?
Good question. But
I don't
he's
know.
doing that, and he's still having more colorways of the ones coming out. He has a white, gray, and black pair coming out now.
The Jordan One Travis Scott.
Yeah, with the shoe as a whole being white, the inside is gray, I want to say, and the Nike sign is black.
That's great. I'm gonna just type in great, see what comes up. Nah, that look these that's the brown pair,
No,
right?
no, no, that's definitely not it. I mean, you're probably not gonna see them because those are nice though. The only picture I did see was on his feet.
These look like a custom joint. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
those are all shadows. It looks like
Yeah, those are shadows. That's a custom joint.
Like I said, they may not have any. Wait, is that it right there?
Are
The
these it?
second picture, the second picture on the bottom.
Uh, where
Yeah,
here?
yeah. No,
You tell me, dog.
no, it was the one when he had the pants on. Anyway, but yeah, he has another colorway coming out for sure. But those Air Max, I'm not sure about those, but I know they are coming.
you feeling them?
No,
No.
nah, not my style. They look too like futuristic, robotic. You know, you get
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna be honest, dog. It's a shoe I'm gonna have to see in hand because the images is not doing any justice for the kid. Right?
And trust me, I know people who have personally said that shoe is fire and they can't wait for it.
And apparently, they got two different little
And I'm
colorways.
like, what?
My
This?
thing is this though with Travis. I know that's kind of like his little signature thing, but you don't have to do a backwards Nike check on like every single thing.
Yeah, he does because that's his style. That's his signature. But you know what though? That's something that's so simple. And Nike has had collaborations with countless people. You mean tell
Right.
me that this guy is the first person to think, hey, why don't we just switch the Nike sign? Something so simple but has brought so much value to the company.
Yeah, he ain't going. He's not going anywhere.
No time soon.
Right. I would like to see these. I want to see these in hand.
You know what? I got an email when those were coming out, and you had to register on PlayStation, and I actually registered, but I never checked back for it because I already know my stuff got lost in the emails, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember those, and I actually tried to get them.
I wasn't even sure if these was a real thing until I
No,
saw them on
yeah, they're
text.
real
But
for sure, very real.
how many people you think got that shoe? One
Probably the
person?
5,000 pair that were made.
Let's see. My LeBron 17 got backwards shoes too. Oh, I didn't even know that.
Okay. Is it? But it's not as prominent as Travis. You know.
I mean, yeah, true. LeBron 17. Let me see. Oh, you talking about D? Okay, yeah. I mean, but eh. Yeah, it's not. It's not the same. It is backwards, but it's not. It doesn't stand out as much as the Travis Scott joints do. I will say that.
I mean, Travis has literally covered the whole shoe.
Yeah, and he made it bigger. Like if you look compared to the
Yeah.
regular Nike checks, he make it so much bigger. So he made sure it pops out. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I didn't even know this. I mean, I don't be really checking for LeBrons like that, but I rock with some of them, of course. Obviously, South Beach 8, love those guys for sure. But
Those are nice.
what these?
I like that pair.
Okay, yeah. They
But
call it
yeah,
currency. Okay.
yeah, man. So
Yeah, man, we are an hour and 11 minutes in, so we right on time, man. We start wrapping this thing up.
yeah, man. A nice one, man. It was a nice
Yeah,
one.
for sure, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Y'all hit that like button for real.
Yeah, for
Subscribe to
sure.
the channel if you're new. Also follow the Instagram that I have been scrolling on the bottom of the screen for sure for all the up to dates whenever we're gonna drop more lives because I haven't really told Devin Dunks yet, but we're gonna start going live probably we're starting to start going live at least twice a week in the near future. Not probably within the next coming weeks, but and we maybe wait to the top of the year, but I want to start doing more lives more than just once a week for sure. So
Hey,
we're gonna
I'm here
definitely
for
start
it.
doing that. We just got to get our process together and everything like that. But everybody hit that like button. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Kwame, what you got for me? Says my Ricardo seats are what is this? Helios
Helios
blue.
blue. I
Yeah,
know those.
they're
Nice,
trophy seats, super comfy. Okay, nice. Man,
nice, nice.
you gotta show us some images sometime, man.
Yeah,
We're
call me.
gonna have to put you on a live a couple times too, for real, man. Because you always rocking with us. And last stream I was actually giving you a good shout out, and I had lost power because it was storming that Saturday. But appreciate you for always coming through, and everybody for coming through, man.
Exactly,
We
exactly.
had a lot of people come through, and that stream was actually pretty good for us, man. So yeah, Kwame says, I hope you do more lives. Most definitely, we're definitely gonna do more lives.
2022 is going to be a very good year.
Exactly, like I said, I ain't even tell Devin Dunks until today that I'm like, man, we're gonna probably. And I've been thinking it, but I ain't really saying that. It's like, man, we're gonna have to get it where I want it to be. We're gonna have to go a little bit more
Yeah,
consistent than once a week.
I'm
But
hearing this with you guys too. So
yeah, but at the same time, this was kind of like a trial run thing that's kind of turning into something that's more consistent. So only way we're gonna make it grow is we're gonna have to be more consistent about it. So
yeah.
me and Devin Dunk's definitely gonna go back to the drawing board and we're gonna put more work into this. Of course, that StreamYard logo will eventually disappear once I start putting in more time in this for sure. And that's all I got for you guys today, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Like I said before, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. What you got for us, Devin Dunks, and take us out.
Everyone, just as Jeremy said, make sure to follow the Instagram, follow, keep up with the content. We'll be coming with more info, more videos throughout the week. Yeah, and we'll just keep with you guys. You guys keep with us. Just stay tuned.
All right, man. We out, man. Everybody hit that like button. Thank y'all for coming through, man. We out this thing.
All right, peace.
Peace.